And we're back. Okay. I got a little trigger happy on the button there and clicked right into the next one. Well, hello. Welcome back to Ladder Up. We're playing against Cold Ramen with a QR team. This looks like... Yeah, this is Aaron Zhang's regional team from something or other. I don't know. Yeah. So will I have a good way to stop this? I think we'll go with this. I'm just going to assume my opponent's going to lead. Driftwood Lele. If they don't, I'm probably in a bit of trouble. I think otherwise this is okay. This will be alright. Tapu Koko in the back. I'll lead Finny Whimsicott because that gives me the ability to taunt the Drifblim and then still attack. If my opponent doesn't lead, if my opponent leads Drifblim and not Lele, I'm going to assume they want to switch it in which case I'll switch in Tapu Koko and Z Nature Power Drifblim. Or I could probably still taunt. It depends on what the speeds end up being. But I like this. This is fun. Whimsicott Tapu Fini. Drifblim Tapu Lele. Cool. Well, we can taunt the Drifblim. That's a thing we can do. We could have taunted it anyways, because it's a flying type. So even though it's in Psychic Terrain, we can still taunt it. But I don't want to just leave Lele in Psychic Terrain to do whatever it wants. That's no bueno. Taunt that, and I'm just going to start firing off Muddy Waters. Get some damage. Lele really can't do a ton to Finny. I mean, it can Moonblast for... If it's Life Orb Lele, it can do probably 40-50% with a Life Orb Moonblast. And then it does have a chance to lower a special attack. But otherwise, it's not doing a bunch. Oh, very nice, very nice. Shadow Ball, very nice. Taunt into... That's very nice. Well played, my friend. I mean, I still get this Muddy Water off for free. And then next turn, I can go ahead and just knock out your Drifblim anyways. Oh, wait, no. It won't even let me use my Z move. I guess you can only use it the turn the Z move comes out. That's interesting. Did not expect that. I can't even use the nature power. That's crazy. I'll just keep Muddy Watering. I'll bring in Tapu Koko. Might get knocked out, but we do have the Assault Vest, so we should be able to take a couple of attacks. Hopefully, my opponent, prioritizes the Finny a little bit. Kartana. Okay, well that's really glad that I'm going into Koko then. Because next turn if I hit this Muddy Water, I can just switch Marowak in and discharge. And it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Moonblast into... Yeah, that's perfectly fine. It does do it. That must be modest life orb, because Timid does under 50. But we do hit both. So that's nice. And that's Sash Kartana, because it just took way too much damage from that. Oh yeah, but we're just gonna discharge. So unless it's Scarf Kartana, we should be okay here. We switch in Marowak, and I think we're gonna have just too much damage output. Even though it's not a Life Orb Tapu Koko. It just the electric terrain helps us so much. And Lele's already in range. Drifblim can't take 2. So if it switches in here, it can't take 2. Garchomp, okay. We'll be switching in Marowak though, so we are going to knock out Kartana. No detect from Kartana, so that's nice. Okay, we knock it out, nice. So anything coming in here, it's not going to want to take this. And even if... Actually, I see a play here. Drifblim comes in, goes for Tailwind. That would actually be bad. So I can't stop that. Oh, it's Lele though. That's fine. I think I have to Skydrop here, honestly. I think I'm going to throw Finny back in. It might get knocked out here, but I definitely want to throw it back in, because if it does get knocked out, I can throw Whimsicott back in, and that's very nice. I'm also a little bit worried about a Drifloon just coming in for free. Worst case scenario is that like Lele protects and Garchomp just earthquakes, and I like Volt Switch into a Lele, and then, you know, my Coco gets knocked out. But that's exactly what doesn't happen because we go for Skydrop. So that play was the worst case scenario that could have happened, and we avoided it. Now my opponent can't. My opponent probably here wants to switch into Lele, honestly, and go for an Earthquake. If I had to guess. Or actually, that was dumb, because they could just go for it. They probably have the Z move. They could just go for it. Onto Coco. Or onto Finny. So I probably wanted to just Dazzling Gleam there. But if my opponent does switch in Lele for Drifloon, then we're in a bit of trouble. And we would need Whimsicott in. So it's really a 50-50. Oh, Cold Ramen, you devil, you. Making me think and such. Whimsicott. My fluffy friend, you can do it. Okay, so Lele doesn't switch out. So I see this ending badly. Ooh, Skydrop makes contact. I didn't know that. Please tell me you just... Okay, you did. You did that. You did that. So that's not good. Yeah, probably should have stayed in there. Well, if it's in a Whimsicott, you know... No, it's into Coco. It's into Coco. Okay. Okay, Mr. Man. What you should do. That's the only bad thing about Skydrop, is that the turn you're coming down, you're very vulnerable. And Whimsicott goes down. But there's still a chance. Because it is Life Orb Tapu Lele, it will go down to one more attack. Which means it's probably gonna Earthquake here. Probably gonna protect Lele Earthquake. Or switch out Lele. I don't really think I have much of a choice here. Kind of stuck. I'm at speed disadvantage. This is where Marowak's not super great. Swords Dance. Oh, please tell me you attacked the Marowak. You didn't, did you? No. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. The Shadow Bone would be nice, but it's not gonna do enough. The Swords Dance is saucy. Almost did enough. It's crazy. Okay, we're not gonna be able to handle this. Between Shadow Ball and Earthquake, there's just no way. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction. Forfeit that. Go on to the next one. Ooh. So, things we learned from this team. Nature Power Whimsicott. Very fun. I like it. Salt Vest Tapu Koko. Not a fan. Not a fan. I decided to try it out just because, you know, I never tried it before. And I thought, it's After Worlds. Got to try something out before we get a new format. So, see what things we haven't tried and go for them. Salt Vest Tapu Koko, not one of them. Marowak, I like. I don't think minimum speed Marowak's the way to go. I really don't. I honestly, if I was going to do it again, would if I was going to use this team again, I would probably make Marowak either neutral speed or like boosted speed and give it a little bit so like it can hit the Tailwind numbers. Because I do have Tailwind, and you know, if I have Tailwind and my opponent doesn't, Marowak can outspeed some things that it needs to. Whereas right now it can't. Even under Tailwind, it's minimum speed. It's not outspeeding Diddly Bupkis. I like Choice Specs Tapu Fini. I've liked it all season. I still think it's great. That's a Lurantis. That is Lurantis. What do we even do about that? We got Garchomp, Araquanid. So it's like clearly a Trick Room team, but there's a Garchomp as well. So I think the best way to do this is probably... I hate to say it, but I think it's this. I really want to bring Coco just for the electric move on the Araquanid. I think I might have to. I don't think I can be, as good as Mudsdale would be against the Torkoal, I don't think I can bring it. I think I need Coco. If not for Araquanid, I would bring Mudsdale. I see in this situation, I really would love it if Mudsdale was a Crocodile, because then I could lead Crocodile with something else. I could lead Crocodile Tapu Koko. I have taunt pressure. I have just like discharge pressure. You know, there's options. Mudsdale, not really as much. Doesn't really do what I want to. And you haven't seen me bring it, so that's kind of a thing. Okay. You know, I get the feeling Lurantis is going to be a pain in my butt. Here's what we do against this. My opponent doesn't seem to give a crap about speed advantage. We're going to kill this Torkoal ASAP. That's what's going to happen. I'm not messing around with any eruptions or anything. It's my opponent's biggest Trick Room Sweeper. You're not going to switch that in for Garchomp. That's insane sauce. But this should knock it out. For sure. No protects. I think that's a dead Torkoal. I think that's one turtle that's gone bad. Send that turtle straight to shell. Gigavolt Havoc into your face. So I love the smile on Whimsicott's face as it just zaps you with a lightning bolt. It doesn't pick up the knockout, and it's got an Guava Berry. That's pretty bad. Solar Blade. Heat Wave. Okay, well. A Guava Berry. Not what I was expecting. At all. But, you know, I don't think Solar Blade's going to do much to a Marowak, so have fun with that. I don't want to send in Tapu Koko just yet, because I don't want to get rid of the electric terrain in case there is an Araquanid. And if there's an Araquanid, it would come in here. Yeah, so we gotta kill the Torkoal, which unfortunately I don't think we can do because we have. I mean, we hit it with the. Well, actually, maybe we could. Maybe we're in that range. Nature Power is normally what, base 90? Please tell me that's Araquanid. Okay. That's gonna take a little bit of damage from this Flare Blitz. However, we might lose our. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot about that. I'm not used to playing with Lightning Rod. It does still so much damage. Heat Wave. Okay, well, we're going to lose Whimsicott here, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not great. Do we have a chance? I think we do. I'm not liking how quickly our Pokemon go down this team. Even with the Salt Vest, Tapu Koko's not taking damage well. And Whimsicott, while useful and while powerful, also not taking damage very well. Really gonna need this Araquanid to not have Wide Guard and to also not use it. That's what I need. Torkoal protects. Lovely. So this is gonna need to knock out this Araquanid, and it's probably not going to. Ugh. Just barely lives. If that's going into Marowak, that's overkill. That did not need. You do not need the water Z move to pick up that KO. That's for sure. Not need Hydro Vortex. Liquidation does enough. Yeah. So now it's Tapu Fini versus the world. However, Sunlight's gonna go out soon. Not the best thing in the world, though, because Lurantis in the back is going to be able to take out Tapu Fini pretty handily. Torkoal's going to take this Dazzling Gleam just fine. Oh, please tell me that. What is that? Lurantis. Does that get 2-hit KO'd? I sure hope so. Look at my face. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It does not get 2-hit KO'd. Hooray. Tapu Fini boys. Well. Okay, I've decided we're going hard Trick Room team next time. We're going Executor. We're going. We're doing something crazy. I don't know what it is yet, but we're doing it. Leaf Blade. That does way too much damage. Top of Finger Foot. Another Heat Wave. Well, I guess technically there's a chance, but probably not. My opponent had. I don't even know what else my opponent has. It has to be something slow and weak to Dazzling Gleam. But yeah, Lurantis survives anyway, so. Why is that so bulky? Well, there you go. We're losing to everything this week. Our rating is plummeted. Ah, what are you gonna do? Well, but this affords us an opportunity, because now we are in the mire and the muck that are the low 1500s, which means we get to play some weird nonsense. So I think next time I'll bring you some weird nonsense. Today should be Friday, which means Monday, that's a couple days away. That's a whole new week. So I'm going to come up with something real crazy, and we're going to have fun with it. And maybe we win, maybe we won't, but it's going to be a spectacle, that's for sure. And anyways, that's it for Ladder Up today, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to hit that like button down below. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do, so you don't miss any future videos. And I hope to see you back for yet another episode of Ladder Up, where I dream of shrimp chimichangas.